Here we are coming into the first session. The year is 1125 AS. It has been 5 years since the start of the Warring States period of Chuusei and the re-establishment of the Chugo shogunate. After Akame Chugo marched across eastern Chuusei and drove the Dorminians out of the imperial capital, it was believed that peace and unification of the land would soon follow. But now the shogunate is on the brink of collapse. In order to combat the ever-burning flames of chaos, the Bakufu officials decide to once again put out a call to arms. They call upon samurai from all over Chuusei, no matter the clan or creed, in order to form an elite military unit. This group would answer to no master except for one, the daimyo of daimyos, Shogun Akame Chugo. You are one such samurai who has decided to answer the call.
You mean 5.
For Sengoku 2! Oh yeah! Woo! Alright,
Draw a big old 2 to celebrate.
the fucking big fucking 2.
I picked the
All right.
worst
At least
card.
I haven't driven. At least I haven't drawn a dick on it yet. So
I haven't
So-
driven any dicks all day.
I drive a dick all day.
This is currently the political map, the geopolitical map of Chuusei in 1125, 5 years after Akame has reestablished the Chugo shogunate in the imperial capital. And the party is not starting in the imperial capital. You are all starting in Mikado province, the capital province and the last province belonging to the age-old Toragawa clan. The Toragawa were once mighty retainers of the shogunate, known for their elite cavalry units. But after opposing Akame Chugo, their lands have been taken from them, their positions stripped, and they have been reduced to one single territory. In Mikado province, in a small village far away from the imperial capital, the scene is set, and the sound of cicadas can be heard. It is spring in Chuusei, and the first person to arrive is the wandering samurai from the north, Yuboku Matsume.
Hey, that's
I'm
not,
looking at the
that's not a
screen.
gopher at all.
To make sure to All right. So,
Yes.
Yuboku, you have come a very long distance and have arrived in this small village where an elite unit of samurai forming under the command of the shogunate is recruiting soldiers. And when you arrive at this village, it's a very nice, small, idyllic Chuusei village. There are farmers going around tilling their fields, working on rice paddies. There are children running around playing with flowers and toys, and merchants selling wares and small village marketplaces. When you arrive, it's the morning. You are the first person of the party to arrive. What do you do?
So, I'm just in the village right now, right?
Yeah, you're kind of like on like the road, like leading into it. Yeah,
Is
and you
there
don't have
like
a horse, right?
Right. Is there a time that is set for all this to be like a general like meeting time for these
No.
new recruits?
There's
or-
no meeting time. In fact, all you really have is like a flyer that's like named this village and
Mhm.
told you to like report there to enlist.
Is it really warm out? Like, am I overdressed?
Yes, you are overdressed. It's definitely very temperate. It's not like hot, but it's like temperate. And
I'm pretty. There's a very narrow band of circumstances where wearing a wolf pelt right over your head is appropriate.
Yes,
dress.
yeah.
Generally,
you have
it's
like a
in-
fur coat. Like as you're walking like into this village,
Mhm.
like the villagers are definitely looking at you like you are out of place. But they can clearly tell that you are a samurai based on the weapons you're carrying.
Yeah.
So they kind of like stay out of your way. Yeah.
Okay. I want to head into town. I'm looking for like a Capitol building.
All right. So you head in, and you do see that there is a building that is larger than the other villages, than the other village buildings. It might be like the headsman's building, basically.
Okay.
Yeah. And as you head towards it, you see a man who looks like this, standing outside.
I don't see any. Over there. Okay. Oh, I gotta zoom out. There we go.
Sorry, yeah.
All right.
Standing outside of this building. And he does not look like a villager. He also looks like a samurai. He has a katana, he has a short sword, and he also has a longbow and many arrows.
Oh, I want to say when I was walking into town, I was speaking prayers in I can't remember the tongue right now. Yebo.
Yeah. In Yaibu.
Yaibu. I'm sing-songing as I walk into town.
Yeah.
About we'll just go with about Shiro.
Okay, cool. So as you approach this building, this man approaches you, and he is a young man. He is much, much younger than you. He might be like a third of your age. And he says, "Sir, what business do you have here?"
Grandson. I am here for this, and to show Akame Chugo. Not Akame Chugo. I say that to show Chuusei.
Yeah.
Their errors.
He says, you must be Sir Matsume?
Yes. I forgot my last name for a second.
I definitely wasn't looking that up.
I see. Word of you traveling here has spread across the lands. We have been expecting you. Please, follow me.
Why word has traveled ahead of me?
Well, you are a bit eccentric. Yes. Word has definitely traveled of you and your companion. And he like looks down at Katame.
At this point, I pull a squirrel skull out of my pocket, and I was like, "It is only customary that my new friends eat with."
Yeah. You're giving him squirrel brains?
Yeah.
He like looks at it.
I see, you're a sentient cat presenting murder presents.
And then he like looks at you, and he like looks at it, and then he like gingerly like takes it, and then he like gulps, and then he like eats it.
I take another one out and I eat it with him.
It's nature's Tootsie Pop.
Arigato gozaimasu.
No, that's
like,
Cap.
And what was your name again?
My name is Hanjo. I am a Ronin who is a member of the Roshigumi.
The Roshigumi?
That is the unit that is being formed under the shogunate's command.
Okay, what's Roshigumi mean in real life?
Roshigumi means the Ronin.
And real people speak.
Ronin? Okay. Where do you hail from, Hanjo?
Well, I'm from the capital.
And how old are you?
I turned 22 this autumn.
You only know the outsiders' rules. And then I'm just like, if you ever have questions of old times, you can ask me.
Yes, thank you.
Tradition.
Oh, what'd you say?
Of traditions.
Of traditions, yes. He says, thank you, yes. If I have any questions, certainly I will ask them of you.
Now,
All right. Yes, so he leads you inside. And as he's leading you inside, another member of the party arrives.
oh, and I forgot, this is my companion, Katame.
Yes, pleased to meet you, Sir Katame.
I feel like Katame knows his name and does like a little like,
Yeah. Katame, he kind of like reacts, he like growls at people, like
Yeah,
normally, actually.
yeah, that's fine.
I
When,
can't,
when like Hanjo like says his name and like bows his head to him, like Katame like bows his head back instead of like growling at him.
I
Yeah.
have a hard time not imagining him as Rapide from Tales of Vesperia, like with a full-on pipe and.
Yeah. Actually, that is a picture I sent Braxton to use.
He did, yeah, he definitely did.
Repeat
But
is
my guy's older than that. My guy's 62 years old.
Yeah. So Arata, you arrive on the road to the village, and how exactly are you dressed?
So Arata has on his traveling equipment. So he's just in kind of a base like vest, pants, and cloak around him, but he's riding. He has a horse that he's riding that has loaded down with like numerous packagings on the back.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
But as he approaches the village, he wants to. I want to recall my memories and make sure, or see who the ruling powers in Suima village are.
Yeah, sure. Nobility check. That's pretty good. So you know that normally Suima village in Mikado province is governed by the Toragawa clan. However, during your travels and because of the check that you rolled, you have noticed that the power has changed dynamically in Mikado province.
Mhm.
Previously, the Toragawa have always ruled these lands, and you've seen a lot of Toragawa soldiers on the road, but
Mhm.
you have noticed that there are more Tanada clan soldiers on the roads of Mikado.
And
the
that's
Tanada clan, they were a minor clan of the Toragawa, and their symbol is the stag. And from what you've heard, just like on your travels, from like eavesdropping on people and your kind of like your knowledge of nobility, it
Mhm.
sounds like right now the Toragawa have kind of been displaced a little bit by their vassals, the Tanada, and the Tanada now kind of control this area.
Okay.
And then, what else do you do as you ride into town here?
So I will do some prestidigitation to clean myself of the road's dirt, and then stop off on the side of the road to change into my fine clothes, and then continue into town.
Yeah, as you like get off your horse and like changing your fine clothes and stuff, one of the villagers like comes up to you. It's just like a farmer and says, Lord Samurai, would you like me to stable your horse for you?"
Yes, that would be very convenient.
Yes.
What is
yes,
your
of
name?
course. My name is Hiroshi. Yes.
Nice save.
So I throw him like 5 coppers, and
Thank you, Lord
Oh,
Samurai.
Big money.
I'll be like, I may be here a few days.
Yes, I understand. Are you with the Ronin who are staying here?
I have business to attend to here. Which house will you be, or which barn will you be stabling my horse in?
He like points you out like the stable. It's like kind of like at the entrance to the village, and like you see that there are like other horses there, but they're more like work horses.
Mhm.
And yours kind of looks like kind of like a nice like actual riding horse. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So I remove most of my bags from my horse's cargo, and I take it with me.
Okay.
Horse finally
right.
feels the relief of not being crushed by different various outfits.
Listen, I do only have like actually 4 bulk, not counting my tent.
All right. Then
It's not that much.
back inside of the Headspin's building, Yuboku, you enter the headsman's building behind Hanjo, and you kind of arrive at a scene that looks like this courtyard, basically, with like this room that's like open, and there's like a sword and like a table and like some incense and stuff like that. Like more accurately, this is like the headsman's building. Is what this background is, basically. And as you enter, there is a man like sitting at this table, writing on some scrolls.
That sword, does it look just like a headsman's sword, or does it look special?
It looks like a decorative sword almost, like kind of like an heirloom sword, not one that's actually meant to be wielded.
Okay.
Yeah. And there is a man here. He looks up when you and Hanjo comes in, and he says,
"Is there a fire lit in this place?"
Not in this room, but
Okay.
like sort of in like a different room. Yeah.
Okay, if it's not in
It's
this room,
kinda-
I'm not worried. If it's not in
Yeah,
this
this-
room, I'm not worried about it.
Right. This is kind of like a meeting room, kind of.
Yep.
Like
That's fine.
somewhere to like meet guests. Yeah. And this man, he stands up and he says, "Konnichiwa. You must be Lord Matsume, and your traveling companion."
Yes, Katame.
"It is a pleasure to meet you. We have been expecting you for some time. Word has traveled that you are planning on joining the Roshigumi.
I am.
Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Murakami. I am one of the Ronin serving the Roshigumi. I have been left in charge of this meeting point while the vice commander attends to some other activities.
Who is the vice commander?
Vice Commander Toshiro, you'll meet him eventually. And like Hanjo, like you can see that like Hanjo's like on his side, and he wants to say something, but he doesn't.
He leans aside to say something, but he doesn't. Okay.
Right. He's like, well,
And where do you hail from, Murakami?
Murakami says, I am from Eastern Chuusei. These lands are quite familiar to me. I have been a bit of a sellsword in this region for quite some time.
Did you fight in the reclaiming?
As a young man, yes, but I was quite young back then. And you could tell that like Murakami is like he's probably around like Hanjo's age, but unlike Hanjo, Murakami speaks like he's like a lot more mature almost. Yeah.
And then I reach into my bag.
Give him
Snack
the-
with
What is this?
we are to work together and be companions.
Yes, I
How many
understand.
fucking
This is-
squirrel heads do you have?
This will make us. I hunt squirrel like every morning.
It was a long journey.
This is some sort of Yaibu tradition, isn't it?
Yes.
Sure.
Yes, very well.
New
And
me.
he like takes it, but he's like way more like ginger about it than like Hanjo, and he's like,
So good.
oh, this is delicious.
It is good for you. Good for our bond.
I
May the kumi-
I
may the
love
kumi-
love the crunch.
Oh. Yeah, and he like hands you back like the
It's good
skull.
for your strength, boy.
Yes, thank you, Sir Matsume. Anyways, if you are serious about joining the Roshigumi, I'd ask you to sign this charter here. You can just sign your name, and if you wish your clan affiliation, or if you do not want to be affiliated with it.
Hey,
But I will tell you that by joining the Roshigumi, you are setting aside your previous family, your previous clans. We are all Ronin in the Roshigumi.
when
You're all
he
masterless.
mentions like previous clan and stuff, I kind of like put my hand on my face and like that won't be a problem.
Oh, fuck. Oh, shit, it's a sad backstory. And somehow I ended up moving Katame away.
Kind of impressive, also. There we go.
I grouped them and then I ungrouped them. Yeah, there we go.
All right, so I do write my full name there.
And Arata, you also arrive in this headsman building area at the same time as Yuboku is signing his name.
Murakami is all. You said he was also just like a member.
Yeah.
Welcome, dear friend, to our meeting. What is
So-
your name?
I am Arata.
I am Yugoku.
And so he bows, bows just like upper body kind of thing. And
Yeah,
this is
Hanjo and
Tommy, my traveling companion, my friend.
He knows that Murakami is not like the commanding officer there, but he just walks up to the charter and signs his name as Arata Kakusarata. Kakusareta?
Do you?
I don't know.
Do you
I'll put it.
Do you put any previous clan affiliation?
No.
Oh,
I
can you
put
write the
Rhoda.
previous clan affiliation?
If you can, if you want, yeah.
I do.
And you see that there is like some listing of actually.
Well, I
can't
guess
remember
my.
the clan's name right now, but I write it.
I guess my clan name is Kakusarata.
Yeah.
Kakusar. I'm doing Spanish on it. I don't
what's the
do
wolf clan again?
Japanese.
Akiyama
Yeah, I write Akiyama on there.
or the Okamiyama,
Okamiyama. Yeah.
as the Yaibu call it. Yeah.
How do
And
you
then,
actually say that? Kakusarata? Kakusarata?
Kakusareta.
you guys bark?
I don't know.
Kakusareta?
Whatever.
I don't know how it's spelled.
Look,
Right.
I put it in the chat, so it should be in there.
Yeah.
So I put that down and put my previous clan affiliation as the Kaku and current Ronin.
Sorry, I just bitch slapped a mosquito that's been bugging me.
Fuck that mosquito.
Oh,
Fuck that
it
mosquito.
is,
Fuck his life up.
It's unfortunately splattered on my ceiling. I will have to clean that.
Oh, shit. All right, and now 2 people arrive outside of the village.
Oh, I wasn't done yet.
Oh, okay.
I'm just kidding. No, I walk to the side and like pull a pad from my possessions and put it on the ground and like sit and start writing in a book while looking out the door.
Yeah.
Did Kevin purposely put together the 2 shirtless species?
You guys rolled the same thing.
I'm drinking from a water skin, and I'm also like handing it to Katame, and giving him a little bit, and
All right, yeah. Like while you guys are kind of like sitting down and stuff, Murakami says to Hanjo, he says, Hanjo, go scouting again for that situation. You know the one that the vice commander was speaking on. And Hanjo says, very
When
well.
they mention each other's names, I'm gonna check for the nobility backgrounds.
Yeah, sure.
What did I miss?
You are outside the village.
Everyone is dead except for you.
Braxton is giving his dog booze.
Yeah.
wait, how smart are animal companions?
Yeah, regular animal.
As smart as the DM will let them
What's
be.
your intelligence? I mean, what like
Because they can.
Katame is not smart like a wolf. He is a little bit smarter than a wolf. All right, Katame can do your taxes. All right, he's.
I mean, there are like certain animals that can be intelligent enough that if they could speak,
I
like,
think his
written
intelligence was a 6, but every time I open up my character sheet, it gets rid of the negative stat that I put in. So.
Yeah, that 6 isn't intelligent enough to learn language.
Of note, Katame seems to.
That's true, yeah.
Yeah, he seems to stay away from Murakami.
Oh.
He like stays behind you and stuff.
He saw that he refused the scroll snack.
Yeah, he's like, "How dare you!"
I love
so-
this girl.
So Murakami and Hanjo, they don't have any noble backgrounds.
So you can kind of tell that you don't know like their names like based on what they told you. You can kind of get the idea that Murakami is not like a real name. More like a Ronin kind of name, basically. But you can tell that Hanjo seems to have been raised sort of similarly to you, and kind of has like the same like courtly grace. Like he kind of has like a noble upbringing. It seems like, and Murakami is the same way as well. Yeah, he kind of speaks with like a very like noble kind of like education. Like he's like educated, kind of.
Okay.
Yeah.
Got it.
And his accent is kind of like a courtly accent. Yeah.
Are there names on the charter when I signed it?
Yeah.
Their full names and their previous affiliations?
You see just Murakami and Hanjo. Yeah.
Okay.
And you see, there's like about like 13 or so names, and some of them are like crossed off.
Okay.
Is there any Meteorama?
There's not. No.
Nah, why would they? They don't need to be part of a
No,
Ronin force.
why would they have to be part of a
Overage
Ronin
force.
unit? Yeah. Yeah, like signing the charter means that you basically like
Gave up your clan.
you gave up your clan and like to do the greater good is like what the charter says, kind of. To report to Shonen. So yeah, so
Just
two
like real
shirtless
life,
men.
I didn't read the fine print.
That's
Yeah.
right. Two shirtless men appear outside of the village and enter.
Who's got the ears?
I do.
Are you a half elf?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Half elves.
fucking half elves.
You know, going from how diverse Sengoku 1 was to Sengoku 2, where it's all white dudes and one
All
half elf.
Asians?
We're Asian.
All Asian dudes and one
all
half elf.
Asians?
Yeah. We're four.
So actually, Moyasu actually arrives first. Like he's like walking down the road and he like sees like the village. And you know, Suima Village is the one that was kind of like all across the land. It was announced. And behind you, you see someone who does not look like a farmer or a peasant.
I also imagine since I'm part elf, I'm a lot taller than everyone else too. So
Yeah, you're kind of like lean and like graceful.
Yeah.
Kind
you see a guy who's just kind of keeping to himself. He's got like a real big map.
yeah, but he's clearly another samurai, which means you have to duel.
The map has also been like cut in places and burned and like around the edges.
Yeah, it's
Cue
got to be,
the-
like,
Cue the drums.
it's had like tea and stuff.
Someone blows a reed
it's,
whistle.
It's more like it was torn up and then kind of hastily put back together.
3D space suddenly becomes 2D space.
Yeah.
Everything goes black and white, and then red,
So
and then you guys are eating apples.
So Kenji is just kind of looking around. Is like, okay.
Yeah.
So starts heading to the where he's supposed to go.
Okay. Well, what does Moyasu do?
He's
Moyasu keeps on going, just straight towards the center of the village.
He's probably
Y'all
gonna,
need to stop by a general store and get some shirts.
he's
No.
probably going to follow. He's going to follow Moyasu because he sees that he's going to the same place. Like,
All right, yeah. Okay.
I bet he's
cool.
going to the same place, but I don't want to talk to him, so I'll just kind of follow.
Yeah. As you guys are walking in, you do see this man who you do not know the name of, but is Hanjo leaving. And when you guys enter the headsman's building, you see this man in purple, and this man wearing a wolf pelt over his head, with a wolf, and Arata just
Seems kind of fucked up that he's wearing his companion's probably like cousin on his head.
Yeah.
It's all fucked up.
It'd be like if we just walked like, how's it going, neighbors? And you just wear a full skin gorilla suit.
when Moyasu, when you enter, Murakami walks over to you and like clasps your hand and says, Moyasu Miku, the infamous Ronin. I heard that you would be coming here from a higher up source.
I'm not sure what you mean by infamous or what you've heard, but
Well, that's good on Kenji's
Here
just
I
gonna
am.
walk on through.
Okay, shift on through. And you must also be here to join the Roshigumi.
Oh yeah.
Very good. Well, here, please sign this charter. And he gives you guys the charter.
Okay. And then you just see him just write like very fancy Elvish script, his name. Oh, you probably want that in. Scratches it out. Really,
Scratches it out.
really shaky Chuusei.
Moyasu just scribbles his name down.
All right. Okay. Cool. And then Murakami says, "It is good to have both of you. Today's a very good recruitment day, actually. Really filling out my quotas, actually. This is great.
Mm.
Are these two of your other recruits?
Yes. This is Sir Arata and Sir Matsume. All right, and then as you guys sign the charter, another person walks into the Headsman's building as well.
Plot
a,
twist.
a large towering man enters the courtyard.
Oh, fuck
And,
this guy.
He's got a two-handed katana, a nodachi,
Like me.
like you, yeah. And except he's in full plate, like kind of samurai full plate, basically.
And my
And
chainmail is basically just my legs.
he loudly like clanks in, and like slams his like sword on the ground and loudly proclaims, "Watashi wa Hizamaru Oki!
Oh god, it's fucking Oki.
Oh, no.
Hizamaru Oki de." And Murakami like looks at him and he's like, welcome. Are you here to join the Hizamaru Oki de?
So, lore nobility for his association with the shogunate from previous.
Yeah,
Game?
sure. Yeah, okay, yeah. There's a very famous samurai who served in Clan Chugo during Akame Chugo's Eastern Campaign to reclaim the throne. Hizamaru Oki was a Ronin, but he became a Yojimbo for Akame Chugo during the campaign, a bodyguard for her, and was kind of like renowned as like a warrior, just like very
He also
loud, large.
As the three PCs enter, like right before Oki enters, I've handed them squirrels.
Squirrel heads, squirrel
Yeah.
skulls.
Kenji just kind of looks at it. He's like,
Yeah, like
Yeah.
Arata just at the same time is just like,
Where do you hail
Yep.
from?
it's like
Kinda
this,
like
is,
Just down. Moyasu just downs it in one.
this is bad. This tastes real
Where
good.
do you hail from?
Oh,
I hail from north.
I also hail from North.
Which clan did you serve?
My father served Chugo. I'm here because he doesn't want to fight anymore.
What province were you from in the north?
It's like, oh god, I have to look at direction. The mountains.
The mountains.
Esajumi?
Yeah.
Yeah, the
Ah.
Suzuki Mountains.
I am from the more north than that.
Oh,
We're the Okayama clan
You-
in their lands.
you seem
Sir.
nice. I'm Kenji.
I am Yoboku. This is my companion, Kamate.
Katame growls.
Katame. I have been drinking.
Water.
I
I've been
see.
drinking water.
I've been drinking water.
Hmm.
I'm too sober. Too sober for this.
Go, 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 go.
Yeah.
And you two?
I am Moyasu Miku. My family served the Agaki.
Did you fight in the Reclaiming War?
I fight when necessary.
Oh,
Unzips katana.
I look at Katame when I'm talking to each of these guys too, by the way, to see his reaction to them.
he growls at everyone.
And then hero, or not hero,
Arata.
Yeah, he growls
Uh,
at everyone.
Arata is just like, I'm from the Westerlands. My house is of no importance anymore.
Mhm. Destroyed as well, then.
He nods.
Terrible losses the Keldons have ruined upon us. Then
It was
I,
not the. It was like Arata. Like when he says it, he's like, it wasn't the Keldons who caused my family to fall.
ooh, well, this Sengoku war should be ended, and the Shogun should be reclaimed, so that we can get to peace and tradition once again.
Here, here, says Murakami.
Yeah.
Peace is his admirable ambition. Tradition. We'll see.
Are you chewing on my chair?
No.
Yes.
Arata's just chewing on the ground next to you.
Fuck, it tastes good.
I'm a were squirrel. I'm a were squirrel, motherfucker.
Oh shit. Oh shit.
My vengeance shall be right upon you.
So so yeah. Anyways, Oki comes in and
Oh, Oki's like he just like walks over to the chart and he signs it and he signs it in like the okay.
wait, do we
so
know
while you
who
guys are
Oki
talking?
is?
The only person who knows who Oki is would be
Oki.
Arata.
Moyasu and Arata. Moyasu because he's from the region. Oki
You
like
mean
originally came
Murakama?
from-
Murakami?
No, Moyasu would know because Murakami.
Oh, right,
also
right.
would know.
That is a
Moyasu.
big
Right.
man.
Moyasu's also from the eastern region of
Moyasu. Malcolm.
Why did they announce his coming? Should I know him?
I don't know
He's-
anyone.
He was a Yojimbo to the Shogun, so possibly
Wait, Matt, are you here?
not yet.
Not yet.
No, Arata doesn't say anything about
Under the
it.
table the whole time was here.
Oh, I gotta talk to Matt's character.
Roll perception. Roll perception. Party
Comes
members.
up from the Totomi mat.
Who rolls perception?
Party members, roll me some perception. Well, whoever's paying attention to Hizumaru Oki. So, everyone who rolled above 10, you can tell that it seems like Hizumaru Oki is he's very large. Like he is like 6'6" or something. I think even Yuboku is large, but Yuboku like hunches over. But this guy is really big and he's kind of like weighty. It seems like, but you can see that his armor. It looks like it's stacked on armor on top of armor, and it's like padded.
And one thing we haven't mentioned to you guys is I'm walking around with a cane.
Yeah,
Damn, son, you old as fuck.
yeah, he is old.
No, I'm not just old. I like clearly have issues with my lower body.
Like his
You
mobility.
just gotta cut off that whole like second half.
Katame also looks like kind of beat up. Like he's like missing an eye. Katame is missing his right eye, and he also kind of has like a wounded paw, kind of. So he's like
Arata, I guess physically, he's about 5'10". Has like you can see kind of just like below the collar of his dress robes, like what Murakami are wearing, is you can see like scarring on his chest.
his hakama. Yeah,
Yeah. And
He's
he just has some scarring, but he generally carries himself pretty.
All you can see is my sick tattoo.
your sick fucking tattoo.
And you mean
Oh.
and your no nips? What happened to your
What?
nips?
You lost him in the war.
Look, the sword slash goes through it, dude.
How will I ever milk you?
I didn't need them, so I cut them off.
They were slowing me down. You got into a fight, you're like, let me show you my true power. Unscrew, drop. Boom.
Oh, look at that cute pupper.
Oh.
But Moyasu and Yuboku, you both notice Oki writes he like signs the charter. As he's signing the charter, he like stops and like kind of like scribbles out what he wrote and then signs it again.
Because he doesn't know how to write or read. Because he's an idiot.
And he turns around after he's finished.
That's all I remember about Oki.
And he like sits down with like a clank and he's like Oki des.
I walk up to Oki and I'm like, I am Yuboku.
Enjoy a traditional snack.
Yeah.
Tradition to bond our new companion group.
He like kind of looks around and is like,
Yeah. You notice too,
he like points at like his helmet. It's like,
you gotta notice that like Kenji just kind of goes off to the side, just goes and kind of breathes out some ashes.
Dragon.
Oki. And then I like look at the charter as I'm walking away from him.
You see that it seems like he was writing something and then scribbled it out and wrote something else. Like he was writing a name, but then scribbled it out and then rewrote his name.
But he wrote Oki.
Yeah.
Because he's an idiot.
I don't know.
And then, after Oki sits down and announces Watashi wa Oki desu, the
main
final
character
member.
arrives.
The final member
The
announces
main
himself. The main character arrives. Walk it in.
Matt's character looks like he's gonna try to sell me something that doesn't work.
Sup, bitches?
Check this out. It's a telescope that looks into your soul. I only see my stomach. You're not trained well in it. I will sell you some training.
Buenos tardes, betas.
Am I late? It looks as if I am the last to arrive, maybe.
Well, it is actually getting like it's like a little bit past the afternoon.
Oh.
Arana was just sitting there asleep. Oh.
I am Hero Deki,
Huh?
inheritor of the Deki clan.
Wait a second. The Deki clan. Are you fucking kidding me? Didn't we destroy that clan?
We did.
They got better.
In fact,
Where do I sign?
just to reference back to the terrible, terrible things that Dylan and I did together, the Hero Deki in Sengoku 1, we cut his face off, and Dylan wore it to put his own father on trial.
Yeah.
Magic.
So
lawful evil.
Like walked off a cliff or something like that.
So nobility check. Yes, Arata, you know that the Deki clan have been destroyed. They were treasonous against the Chugo clan. Formerly, they were vassals of the Yomi, but after Yomi Shogunate was destroyed, they basically started strong-arming and taking over the power vacuum that was in the region. They even vassalized the Agaki clan at one point. However, when Akame Chugo came back and started the Eastern campaign, the Deki were the first to stand against her and to be eliminated and destroyed. And Lord
Viciously.
Lord Deki was executed for his many war crimes during his forced vassalage of the Eastern region.
Hero Deki disappeared.
Hero Deki, his son, was exiled.
I think that was our cover story.
Like a monk.
We definitely didn't bury him on the side of a mountain.
Yeah.
So I walked up to Hero Deki and I'm like, I am Yaboku.
Oh, thank you. Look at that beautiful sunset. So as he offers me the squirrel, I just point to the sunset out to like draw everyone's attention to the sunset. And as I walk by him, I bump into him slightly on my way to observe it, and I drop the squirrel on the ground. Oh, I should sign here, I think.
Yeah, so when Hiro walked in, Murakami picked up the charter and he had like the pen and stuff. But when he announced his name, Murakami just looks like shocked. Like he's like,
what's Kami's reaction to Hiro?
Kame isn't here.
Katame?
No, Katame.
Oh, Katame. So I dropped the squirrel. I dropped the squirrel close to Katame. So Katame to get Katame to eat it as I walk by.
Okay,
so I can make a deception roll if you want. I'm trying to.
Yeah.
Kenji's also definitely in the corner gritting his
teeth.
Okay,
it doesn't work. It doesn't work. But basically, I'm not gonna eat that squirrel. And
I'm not gonna eat that shit.
I ain't gonna eat that squirrel. What the fuck?
I may be pure of body, but fuck that shit.
Look at the beautiful sunset. And as I walk by, I kind of slightly bump into him, drop the squirrel, and go to sign the charter. I sign here?
Yes. You're Hiro Deki?
Yes. I am Hiro Deki from a past life. I am a changed man. I have come to reclaim my clan's honor from my father's sins.
Arana's
sitting
white on the handle of my sword.
Arana's sitting there with his pen and his book, and he's just like.
So Kenji will immediately go over to the squirrel brain on the ground, pick it up, and throw it away. While visibly just
I'm sure Katame would just go eat it.
That's why I dropped it near Katame, because I was trying to distract Katame from growling at me too.
Yeah. He was gonna give you the loudest growl, but he's too busy.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah, you're too busy eating the squirrel brain.
In that case, you see just like Kenji, just like he's squeezing his fist, and like if you get a good look, he's got like a little like sack thing that he's just kind of like gripping.
Hero signs his name in like John Hancock, like very huge, like
covers 3 or 4 lines.
yeah.
Murakami slowly looks over at Moyasu for his reaction.
And he says, "It is my pleasure to make all of your acquaintances. We will be working very closely together, I think."
Moyasu's face is red with rage, and his knuckles are white, holding the handle of his sword.
Yeah.
You see his thumb flick it up to pop it out of the sheath ever so slightly.
And Arata like stands up and he's like, "Okay, T."
Yeah. Like as Kenji does the U2, like little bits of sparks come out. He's like, "Oh, T sounds good. I like T."
You seem quite angry, if I might say so.
I'm fine.
I'm going to
Sir
have some tea.
with scarf. My name is Hiro.
So Arata just goes about like
name is.
Steps like between the two of them and like pulls out like a little Dorminian like where are those like little like campfire burner things and opens it and like starts a pot of tea.
Wait, did you say a Dorminian?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you realize still there's been trade, or like they've been in the capital for years. It hasn't been that long since they left, so there's still stuff around.
There's still like some stigma to having Dorminian stuff, but it is like
super convenient.
I just walk up to your tea kettle and I produce flame in my hand, and then I.
All right, fine. Hold it.
Behold the power of nature.
So I just put his hand on the ground, put the teapot in it, and just like, cool. One way or the other, saves me from using this.
Kenji's going through his mental checklist of ways to de-escalate the situation, so he pulls out his shamisen and begins playing.
That's quite nice. Sir.
Moyasu will just turn around and go sit by the door.
He doesn't want to break anyone this early.
Yeah.
So as I like start getting the tea ready for everyone, I look to Murakami and I'm like, "So, are we going to meet our commander, or is there some sort of orientation first?"
The vice commander should be. And as he's saying that, in fact, a large man walks into the courtyard, and he's dressed very similar to this.
Rising Zan.
Rising Zan. In fact, he does actually have a
gun
on his hip, along with.
Everybody doesn't like my campfire lighter, but God forbid, this guy's a fucking gun.
And he's got like
scowling at the gun too. Okay.
Yeah, he's equal opportunity mad.
He doesn't have like this like leather coat jacket thing or whatever, but he does have like a haori, like a samurai jacket, with a clan symbol on it that looks like a badger.
The badgers were.
The only person who recognizes this on sight is Yuboku. Yuboku, you know that this clan, the Hijikata,
I did roll 15 for my nobility.
Were 15? Okay, then yeah, you also know that this clan symbol was they're a minor clan of the Saijima clan in the north. Yeah. And Yuboku, you know this as well, just because of the region.
The traders, huh?
Yeah, that's right. The traders. Yeah. So he like stomps in like loudly and says, "Murakami, are these the new recruits?" And
my name is Hirodeki. Pleasure to pledge my service to you.
Arata's just like, you really shouldn't lead with that.
He like walks up and like grabs your hand. He like just grabs your hand and just like shakes it. And he's like, "Hero, very good to have you. A hero. That is a hero's name."
I enthusiastically return the shake.
You seem like a strong warrior. Yes, and he like claps your shoulder.
Yes, I am willing to give my body for the shogunate.
Fantastic! That's the attitude I want to see. What about the rest of you?
So Arata puts down his teacup, stands up, pulls out like a scroll from his pack, and hands it to the vice commander. Or is it the vice commander or the commander?
The vice commander.
First, I must ask you, where were you 5 years ago?
5 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
And I hand that to him, and then I'm like, Arata.
Okay. All right.
Did your clan follow the Sajima?
So he takes a scroll from Arata, and he like kind of sniffs him, and he says, "You smell like the sea, boy." And then he looks at Yuboku, and he says, 5 years ago, I was clutching my sword against the invaders from across the sea in the bloody snows of my homeland.
Oh, I immediately reach out to his shoulder, and I'm like, "I will fight with you."
And he like claps your shoulder.
We're friends now.
Yeah.
Remember, our goal is to the shogunate.
And then I hand him, and then I reach him with squirrel brains.
Oh, he takes it. He eats it. Yeah. He says, "I'm not used to Yaibu fare, but I've loved many Yaibu women. Quite good cooks, actually."
They are.
Yeah, they are. They are, in fact. Yeah. I have nothing bad to say about women, actually.
Everyone here can agree. Women know how to cook. Okay.
They know how to cook. They'll cook you anything, and I mean anything. Like literally, fucking anything.
Long pork, short pork, regular pork, squirrel pork.
A boat.
Fucking pork. Fried pork.
Are we celebrating?
Oh, no time to celebrate just yet. There is still.
Yes.
What is this guy's name? He has not introduced himself yet.
I am Vice Commander of the Roshigumi, Tojiro. Fuck, I always get this wrong because I really just chased it. Tojiro Hijitaku. Toshiro Hijafuck.
Hijitaku?
But you could call me Sir or Vice Commander.
Hijifuck.
Let's do that.
God, you fucking love triple like IJIs in your fucking names, don't you?
That's my fucking favorite. And he like takes a scroll and he like looks over and he like nods at you and he like puts it away and says, "I'll show this to the commander later."
So Arata goes back to his teapot and pours himself some more.
He looks at Moyasu. He looks at Kenji.
His very invasive purple arrow.
Yeah. Does Kenji introduce himself?
Kenji just kind of like Shamisen stops and just kind of like nods.
Do you do anything else besides play that shamisen boy?
No.
No.
Let me roll something real quick.
What's going on here?
Tell us, Toshiro. We are all very excited to hear what our first.
As soon as they said that, like my hand just begins gripping into the shamisen as like the strings begin to kind of unfurl and just like.
They do that pinging.
What did you say?
This one has spirit. I look forward to fighting on the battlefield with you. Beside you. But maybe against you. Beside you.
Maybe in bed with you?
And it just kind of like calms down. It's like, oh.
I see. Gaste.
Just brings out some like, just like some like leather like straps and just kind of wraps around this new crack in the shamisen.
Oh fuck! There's so many cracks in this. What about Moyasu?
Moyasu will go up and clasp forearms with him, Vice Commander.
Yes, I've heard of you, Moyasu, and I look forward to fighting alongside you as well. I'm sure you'll do us proud. All of you now are members of the Roshigumi. Whatever backstory you had, whatever clan or history or family, doesn't matter anymore. From now on, we are brothers. We are brothers and sisters, fathers and mothers and cousins and...
None of us
You get it.
Kenji
Yes,
just looks
brothers.
around to the room of overwhelmingly men. Just go say Yoboku. So you're
We
done?
are all now brothers
No,
of
right.
equal footing. It is very exciting.
Watashi wa oki desu. Watashi wa oki desu.
Shiro will guide us in our hunt. But I say that in Yabu, so I don't know if anyone understood me.
No.
Right.
And then I say it, and then I look around the room to Mike, and I say it in normal Chuusei.
Well, when you look around the room, you see Hanjo nodding.
Whoa.
Does he have Tourette's?
What is this? Epilepsy?
It's Alzheimer's.
Yaibu actually
Oh.
sounds like sing-song, so when I say it, I'm like kind of singing, and then I like say it.
Oh, he is demented. Possessed by the Oni spirits, maybe.
All right, so we got
Might
Braxton
be
the
to
singer.
erase.
I'm on guitars. I feel like Moyasu would probably be a drum dude.
I actually have a pan flute.
Ooh, plot twist. Fuck this, we're boy band now.
I have a harp.
Toshiro says,
Fuck it. Moyasu will sit down beside you and start playing.
fucking making a band. We're fucking forming a band here. Toshiro says, the Roshigumi is your family name. The Roshigumi is your clan.
That 8 perform with my harp.
Have we started like a big fire yet?
Yeah.
Well,
yeah,
you're
especially-
no, we haven't, because you just haven't produced flame. Because my campfire starter wasn't good enough for you.
No fire.
I think we are celebrating.
I think my produced flame could, start some firewood.
Yeah, I don't have firewood because we're on Totomi mats. That's how you
So-
burn things down, man.
There's like a
Right.
fire pit in the courtyard.
Vice Commander Toshiro, if you will allow me, I think that this momentous occasion is significant to require celebration. I have brought alleviations for all to enjoy.
I put down a rat by the fire, and then
Huh.
I
And
turn
also-
into a black cat, and then I like
What the fuck?
Kenji's just kind of staring, this open mouth, like,
and then I throw it into the fire as a cat.
So Ryan looks at Kenji. He's just like, "This is unusual."
I am
Oh, God.
glad I brought my own food.
Katame. I'm rubbing up against Katame, and then I'm like, and I'm weaving in between everyone's feet.
Father never said this was going to be annoying.
I think
Oh,
he
fine.
has dementia.
I agree with Hero.
And then I come out of form, and I'm like, I have prayed to Fuji. She will watch the house, watch us tonight, the big black cat. I've given her a rat.
A fine proposition.
And gain her attention.
Okay, Senpai Seuss. Let's
A
uh,
fine proposition, Sir Hero. Let us have some drinks to celebrate our union under the Roshigumi.
Yes.
so
Shut.
So, Arata changes out his teapot for sake vases.
As you guys start to put the sake down and are about to start drinking, Hanjo comes running in and he says, Vice Commander, the Ronin, the bandits that you were worried about, they're attacking the village.
I still grab a sake shot.
And Tojiro takes a shot and he says, good, a little bit for the road, a little bit for the battle. Roshigumi, listen, the reason why we chose this place as a meeting point is because bandits have been assaulting the local region. The commander predicted that eventually they would attack this village. Now is the time to whet your swords. Let us have blood. We will slay these bandits as the first mission of this newly formed Roshigumi!
You just see Kenji just pull like the gigantic fucking katana from his back.
Oh, yeah.
Hero pulls out his bow staff. He's like, "Yes, we will wet our swords."
Arata like puts out the Arata puts out the fire, packs his stuff away, and pulls out his crossbow. And he's like, "All right."
Yaboku and Katame just start howling.
Moyasu will pull out his sword.
It's a
Swords
bandit.
poor company for long.
Hi guys, what's up? This bandit like runs up and he's like, this guy clearly looks like a peasant who has found like a sword. Like he looks like really dirty and like kind of beat up, and he's got like a bandit mask. And he runs up, he's like, give me all your stuff, you fucks. And then the commander like,
I was gonna shoot him.
yeah, turns around, looks at him, pulls out his rifle, and like fires a bolt like into his chest, and the guy like flies backwards.
At the same time, Arata like shoots over his shoulder, just.
And he turns around and says, Hanjo, take to the roof and provide an overwatch. Murakami, you could cover the back. You, the big one. And like Hizumaru Oki is like, oh, watashi wa Oki desu.
I'm a big boy.
You and me will hold the front entrance. The rest of you, clear this courtyard and cover the side entrance. We'll end these bandits here.
Oh yeah, I think I remember what Okidase's what his whole thing was.
So he's literally just saying, "I'm big," more or
He
less.
can only
over and
say
over
his
again.
name. Yeah.
Yeah, but I think it's because he's not Chuuseian. I don't
That's
remember,
probably-
but I think that was the reason. Was he just didn't know Chuuseian except for that?
I think that's right. It's either that or he just took so many blows to the head.
It's like Okides is like, it's like kind of like a infamous battle cry attached to his like persona. So it's like he always yelled that like after like in doing stuff.
His battle cries are just like, "I'm big."
Yeah.
Fear me, I'm big.
All right, everyone, roll me initiative.
Boop 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 boop.
Wow, that was a shit roll.